Hello and welcome. It's 11 a.m. here in Seoul. I'm Kim Mo-gyan at the Arirang News Center. We're breaking into our regular programming to bring you the latest live briefing from the South Korean health authorities on the COVID-19 outbreak. In just a few moments, we'll cut into the briefing at the Sejong Government Complex with simultaneous interpretation in English. Lee Gi-il, Control Officer of the Central Disaster and Safety Countermeasure Headquarters, will be briefing us on the coronavirus situation here in the country. The briefing will give us an update on the number of new infections as of midnight, as well as any trends and the latest on the vaccine rollout. Also, the latest social distancing measures and efforts that the government is making to contain the virus. Let us now connect to the Sejong Government Complex for the briefing.
First of all, we have Mr. Lee Gi-il, Control Officer 1, who will be explaining us on the COVID-19 response measures. I am Control Officer 1, and let us now begin our regular briefing for August 4th. Yesterday, we have more than 218,000 people who received their first COVID-19 dose, and the accumulated number now stands over 20 million, representing more than 39% of the total population. And also starting from today, we will be receiving the vaccination booking for the priority group within the ages of 18 to 49. And starting from next week, we will also have the consecutive opening of these eligible recipients who are between the ages of 18 and 49. And these group of people will be divided into the 10 groups, depending on the last digit of their date of birth. For instance, if their birthday ends with 9, they will be eligible to book on the 10th. And also, we have seen a majority, about 96% of the latest cases in May and July were non-vaccinated people. And we also saw that the majority of those who died from COVID-19 and also who experienced severe symptoms were also not vaccinated. And today we also have 1.18 million AstraZeneca vaccines and also another millions of vaccines of the Pfizer vaccines arriving here in South Korea. And we are also having more doses of the vaccines set to arrive here in the country. So we ask you to continue to take part in the vaccination rollout. And as of today midnight, we have 1,664 new domestic cases and 61 new imported cases. And we had 2 additional fatalities. I extend my deepest condolences to the deceased and the members of the bereaved families. Currently, we have 329 patients in critical conditions. And currently, as for the life treatment centers, we have about 7,000 hospital beds that are available for immediate use. And as for the COVID-19 designated hospitals, we also have about 2,500 hospital beds currently available. And also as for the ICU beds, we also have about 400 beds out of some 800 total available for immediate use. And as for the foot traffic, we have seen a straight continued increase in the amount of traffic, and we have seen 3.8% increase from the previous year. We are also seeing a 6.4% increase in the non-metropolitan area, which is significant compared to the capital area. And this has been on the rise for the past 3 consecutive weeks. And this is also actually higher by about 34% compared to previous months, and we are also continuously to witness increase of these movement in people, especially during the peak of the summer holidays. And it is also very important that we need to address the Delta variant, spread of the Delta variant, and the movement of traffic, and also the movement of the people, especially for the COVID-19 fourth wave. And right before we saw our fourth wave, we had had our daily tally only hovering around 600. However, currently we are assuming that we have many silent spreaders spreading the virus across all corners of life. And also compared to 3 weeks ago, as mentioned, we have seen about 30% increase in the amount of movement of people, and we are also seeing increased spread of the Delta variant as well. The Delta variant compared to other types of variants is more contagious, and thus it is more transmissible, and thus it is very difficult for us to contain this spread. And right now we have also witnessed that this variant accounts for about 62% of domestic cases here in South Korea, which is a significant increase from about 10 percentage range in the last weeks of June. And we need to continue to exert our full efforts to comply with COVID-19 restrictions in order to contain the virus spread and mitigate the COVID-19 infections here in the country. So we ask for your continued precautions and also participation. And we ask you to also take particular precautions during the summer holidays. And we ask you to enjoy holidays with your immediate family members and also take use of the COVID-19 vaccination rollout. And if we continue to have a smooth rollout of the vaccine, we believe that we will be able to turn the COVID-19 situation under control. And even at this moment, there are many people exerting their full efforts. So we thank you once again, and the government will also exert our full efforts to overcome the fourth wave as soon as possible. Thank you very much.
지금부터 질의응답 시간을 가지겠습니다. 배석자분께서는 단상으로.
Now, that was the government briefing on the COVID-19 situation here in the country. South Korea reported a whopping 1,725 new COVID-19 cases Wednesday. There have been 2 more deaths, raising the death toll to 2,106. We'll wrap up our coverage here. We'll be back at 12 p.m. Korea time for our midday news with Mark Boom. Bye for now.